Hello and welcome to the first stream since GDC 2025. Went to GDC for the week, the Game Developers Conference out in San Francisco, and yeah, it's good times. Got back, flew in yesterday, and yeah, and then did some catch up stuff around the house, some chores, and then now I'm ready to get back into game development. Excited to kind of leverage a lot of the energy from the conference. I'm also did a quick test before I hopped on the stream to see if I could play like some music out my speakers. It didn't seem to pick up. I like to work with music, but when I stream, I can't. But it doesn't seem to be picking up, which is good. So I'm going to just hope that it doesn't. If y'all end up hearing music, notably, let me know so that way I can stop it. But we'll see. Again, like I think I've said in past streams, like talking and listening and working the third element of talking at the same time does sometimes make the music distracting for me. But so let's talk about what we're working on today. So since the last stream, I don't think there's been a lot of changes. I can't recall exactly when I streamed last. I think it's been a little over a week. And the big thing, I realized I just did something kind of probably dumb. This is probably going to go diagonal now. The big thing that I worked on last time was just a bunch of kind of like cleanup stuff. But I don't know. A lot of times I'm working more often than I'm streaming. So so if there's new stuff, cool. There's some new stuff, and I hope you think it's neat. Today, though, specifically, we're going to be working on bringing in a different method for tracking your progress through the level. Like right now, we have this time left. When I first built the first prototype, we had like number of turns. So it was like, hey, you have 5 turns to complete this heist. It was okay, but it wasn't really like exciting enough. So I did like a countdown timer, and I thought, okay, well that'll be exciting. That'll like raise the stakes a bit. And so that's been there since. And then recently, playing through a game called Peglin, which I've mentioned before in the stream as kind of I'd say a late inspiration. Like we definitely went with the Plinko before I knew of Peglin. But after playing it, it gave me a lot of great ideas. It's a pretty awesome game. So one of the things that it does really well is like while you're playing, you have the enemies. There's like a split screen effect. And you have enemies. I can actually just pop it up. That's better. I'm trying to explain it so y'all can see it. And then also you can totally go buy Peglin because it's a good game. I just want Peglin. Let me just Google image search. Okay, so let me throw this over here so y'all can see. Where is a good screenshot? This one will do nicely. Let's open image in a new tab. Oh, that's real small. Okay. Pardon the blurriness, but I think you'll get the idea. Enough for me to talk. The real game doesn't look this blurry. It's like nice, clean pixel art. So yeah, the kind of peg gameplay, the Plinko style gameplay is on the bottom. Now you can see they do have some kind of regular pegs here, these colored dots, and then the dark dots are where you've already hit and they've disappeared. Then they also do these like interesting patterns. It's not just a straight full on grid like a traditional Plinko. Peggle does that too, where it doesn't do just a normal boring grid. Our version of that would be the house, right? Like, yes, we have the grid, but the interesting thing is the house itself. And we may decide to turn off pegs here and there. Like you can see near these spawn points, we turn them off. On this path, we turn them off. And we may find later on, we decide certain areas of the world, we decide we don't want pegs on. But getting sidetracked a little here, going back to Peglin. So yeah, so the gameplay is there. And then on the top, these enemies, every time you make a turn, they increment they attack you and then move one place closer. So you get this kind of impending doom. Like these guys are coming. If they're melee, they actually don't hurt you until they get right up against you. I think those ones tend to be more effective. The ranged attacks are troublesome because you're still getting hurt every turn, no matter what. But I think really the cool element I like is the fact that they're moving towards you, and so your little goblin guy, you don't want him to get hurt. So yeah, so that's a good thing that I want to use as inspiration for ours. So now the hard part is how do we do that? We are not doing, we don't have a split area where we see like something on top. We don't, like, our raccoons are in the environment. It's not like an abstract Plinko game. So how are we going to represent this? And I think the answer is going to be, and I am solving it as I talk through it, so this might change, but I think the answer is going to be is we're going to pop down some kind of little animation. So like maybe there'll be like a little cut to like a thing happening in the corner. My only worry with that is that I kind of want to like see something like consistently there. So when I'm playing, I know how many turns are left. If I miss the animation, or I just want more, if I want to be reminded it's there. With that said, we also have the player's mobile device that we could put it on. So I think just because I have at least an idea, I'm just going to try it, see if I like it, and kind of iterate from there instead of obsessing over like what it could be. So to do that, we're going to use a cool plugin I found, which I have to remember the name of because I tried it out briefly. And then let's see, I need to learn also. I know the Unity inspector is kind of boring to look at. Sorry, the Unity engine screens are kind of boring to look at. So I'm trying to learn to like hide things. Maybe I'll tab things together more regularly so that way you guys don't have to stare at so much junk. Like I don't really need my animation tab. I get their console here. Actually, let's do this. Let's put console there and then project there. I want these to be, basically I want my scene view to take up all of that. Close this. Then I'll save this once I have it. There we go. Okay. So that's at least a little more interesting for you guys to see. Okay, then let me save this layout. Save layout to file, and we'll call this streaming layout 1. Actually, no, I don't think I want to do. I think I want to hit save layout. Call it streaming layout. Because that no one else needs it on the repository. I just need it locally. Okay, so then if I go in, Jim's normal layout, that's kind of how I like to work normally. And then if I switch to streaming layout, sweet. Okay, so if I'm ever like trying to do some really deep work, I can hop back to that one. Okay, so let's find this plugin. It's a cool camera effect. Oh yeah, turn my music all the way off while I was talking. I'm gonna turn that back up. One. I don't think that's it. Okay, so it's not that. Let's get that bright screen out of my face. Fog of War. Oh, I wonder if I took it out. It's like one tricky thing about like when assets, like you get assets from the asset store, they kind of get put wherever, and then you need to like find them later. And it's like, what is that thing called? Let's just go into my package manager. Let's look at what packages are in the project. Wait, what the heck? Normally, is it built in? But there's normally like a section. Oh, there we go, in project. Okay, cool. There we go. Adaptive split screen. Okay, I guess I'll just search for adaptive split screen. Well, that didn't help. Why is it not filtering anything? Go all the way up. Adaptive. Yes, I'm finding anything for adaptive. That's fun. Okay, it's imported assets. All right, so let's just find something that we can search the name of. Max inscribed circle. That seems specific. It's weird. I'm not finding it. Oh, I can look right here. Nice. Looks like it's under packages. And then the folder it's in is, it looks like Project Dawn or split screen. Let's see. Oh, am I not finding this? I'm going to re-import it. Yeah, so it should be under, I mean, it says com dot, but I don't think it actually uses that in its visual. And if it is, I don't see it. Project Dawn, I don't see that. I don't see split screen. All right, I'm just going to bring it in. The package manager thought it existed, but I don't think it did. I think maybe I like manually deleted it or something. Somebody's for an API. Yeah, let's change it for just those files. All right. Let's find this darn thing. I can't find it. Because it should be under packages. Can I like say go to file? This is weird. Yeah, I mean, this is what we're trying to accomplish. We're trying to get this split screen effect. And I had it in the project at one point. But yeah, I cannot find this thing. I'm double checking it that it's not out here somewhere. I don't see it there. What's crazy is the first time I put it in, I don't remember having any trouble finding it. It just does not seem to be there. Oh, wait. Okay, wait. Hold on. Okay, it's there. I just missed it over and over again. Adaptive split screen. Okay, so let's go to samples. We're in URP, so let's go to the URP scene. Just make sure this thing still works after that re-import. Okay, so yeah, here's a little scene, and then I'll show you the game view. So what's kind of cool is I can move. Let's see, who do I move by default? Okay, so I'm moving orange, and as I get closer, let's see, I'm going to move to. Or sorry, I guess I don't know what color this is. Like salmon? No, it's not even salmon. It's like let's say dark orange, and I move towards like light orange, and I can see I'm moving towards them on the scene view, but also proximity, right? Like I can see that they are to my left and down. And then as I get close, it merges them, which is really cool. Now, I don't know if I really like how much we're going to need to use that element of it. So I can, yeah, move now to the pink. And it's really neat. Like, I mean, that's just like such a cool effect. I haven't found a good use based on our gameplay to use it in that way. But I do like the effect. And so what I'd like to do is to have this happen to where we see like a car driving, or I don't know, just something happens that like tells us, hey, we're getting closer to this penultimate last turn, and then you're out of time and you fail the heist. So okay, so let's just steal. This is how I like to work with like prefab scenes. Is like instead of starting with the documentation, I go to a sample scene, and then I just yoink its sample, and then I learn from it from there. So here you can see it's a parent object with 4 cameras underneath it. So I'm going to take that over to our game scene. Okay, and then I'm just going to paste it in willy-nilly. And then if we go to our game view, you can see that's not working yet. So we have to figure out why that doesn't work. So let's drop the inspector down there. Okay, now it could be because there's another camera in the scene. So we could turn that off for now. I think it's camera logic. Yeah, so if we just turn that off, that doesn't help. Turn that off and that doesn't help. Okay. I'm gonna put this here. Oh wait, I already had it. Oh, that's funny. Okay, let's turn this off for a second. I guess for my first test. Okay, they're all black, which is odd. Why is there no visibility? That works. Interesting. Why are so you all can't see it because I can't show both easily, but it's just black, which is odd. All right, I'm going to see if there's like a setting on it, something weird. Okay, well let's start with the default one. Maybe we did something weird to this one in our attempts to try some stuff. Right, so we're turning this one on. At least we're rendering, so that's good. All of these are in the same exact location. So I think that could be the problem. It doesn't let me move them by hand. I'm guessing they're set to follow something. Let's see. Yeah, so there's targets for each one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make an object kind of like way far out in the void, and I'm going to have that be the target of one of these other things. So I'll just put it under camera, and I'm going to say create. I'll make it an object so we can see it. We'll call this camera target 1. All right, I think I want it above the black. There we go. Okay, so we're out in the black void. Cool. And then we're going to say camera 1 It's going to look at, I guess, just I'm trying to think what I want it to look at. Probably the center of the map. Maybe I'll make another, maybe instead of trying to like pick something in the world, I'll just make a center point here. Sure. So camera target 2. And we're going to make this not have a mesh renderer. Okay. So now we can say camera target 1 is one of the targets. Then camera target 2 is another of the targets. Cool. So then once I did that, you can see we're starting to get somewhere. Now, I don't love it. Can we rotate these cameras? Can't. Okay, everything is attached to our main friend here. It's global. Yeah, so we can rotate them all holistically. Can I move? I can't. They aren't responding to moving back. Maybe I can choose like how close they are on the follow. Okay, there was a weird rotation error I just had to fix. Oh, here we go. Distance. Yeah, that's better. It's interesting though how that's kind of doing some funky things. It's because the angle is bad. Can I not? Let's see. Let's try to figure out what our camera's angle should be. Or maybe if we take the other one, I bet that one might have been set. Well, no, let's use our actual camera logic. Okay, it's 135, 135, 180. So we have 135, 135, 180. Have any errors? It says currently perspective camera only supports. Well, I don't want to be a perspective camera. Do I need to? Is there a setting for orthographic? Ah, there we go. Orthographic. Sweet. Okay. And then we're on my proper rotation. And then here we go. Now we're at size and clipping pane. So yeah, what's our ortho size on our other one? It's 60. Okay. So it should be 60, not 5. Big difference. And then this should be, I think, negative 100. And then I think this is like 1,000. Not 10,000. Cool. Okay, we're getting somewhere here. So now maybe the question is where would we want it to be? So we probably want this box. Like I can decide like where we want to cut in, I guess. I guess that's fine. It is kind of weird with only one thing cutting in. Like, yeah, I kind of want it at this like nice angle, but maybe if it's a nice angle, it kind of like defeats the purpose. Like maybe it shouldn't be a nice angle. That point. So basically I can't do it at the top where we get a point unless again, we want that. I can do it over here, which is kind of interesting. And now we're in the view, so it doesn't split it. Yeah, there's that. Oops, yeah, okay, hold on. Yeah, we gotta find an interesting place for this to live. I'm feeling like maybe the bottom. Like that's not bad. It's like if we make it too perfect, which is what it's like my eyeball wants it to like look even and like make sense. But I think it might lose its visual impact if we try to make it squared off. Like that might be too perfect, for example. I think I kind of like something kind of like that, maybe. I think so far that's my favorite. So what happens if I disable him? Nothing. Okay. So he would have to. Who's following it? So I think the camera can I like disable one of the things. So if I then suddenly set this to like none. Oh, interesting. I thought I picked an existing one. Okay, so back to here. If we get rid of this target, okay. But the only thing I don't love about that is that it just turns it off. Like I almost want it to kind of like come into being. So I think to do that, I'm going to save this position because I like it. So I think if it was like invisible, right? Like we turned off the mesh renderer. Oh no, it does just pop on regardless. How can we make it more gradual or something? See if there's like maybe a setting that can impact like how it forms. Bounds radius. Sure, whatever. Oh, translating blend. Let's see if that has any impact there. Okay, so yeah, like it starts a line, so that's kind of cool. The only bad thing is you can like quite clearly tell it's forming from there. But that does feel better compared to just turning on or off, I think. I'm gonna like max out the blend radius. Just curious. Yeah, I don't think that made much of a difference. Interesting. So yeah, so there's, let's see, centered screen. Yeah, I don't know what any of these do. So that says like 1,000. Oh, interesting. Okay, let's go back to like. So what is that? It's weird because I'm seeing here. I think it's blending off centered, maybe? It's like an offset. Whoa, that was weird. So if you go to 0, that happens. Then if I have any amount of blend, it fixes it. That's weird. Okay, let's do circle. Just like literally trying out things. Oops, that's not the object. So yeah, so now it's popping off again in a way that doesn't feel good. Okay, so we don't like circle. Let's do player centered. I don't really. Actually, I did a weird thing. I don't want that. Balancing. We turned. Oh, interesting. Okay, do we want this though? That's the question. I see. So this is like, it'll always be like 50% of the screen. I think the balancing might be better though. Like that's cool. I could just take up half the screen, I guess. Um, can I play with how much unbalance there is? Oh, nice. I can make that line thicker. That's good. Okay. I don't think, I think I want it balanced again. That's interesting. So there's just like different seeds, I guess. There we go. So let's take that to make the distance. What is this? I don't really understand what that one does. All right. So yeah, so we have different iterations we could play with. I actually think I like that one. I do want it to be a thicker line though, I think. I just don't know with only two if it's really gonna work. Like if it's gonna like feel right. Why is it? I guess it just blends away so fast. Let's see. Maybe it's because the line is so thick. Should we go back to like 5 or something? What? Um. Oh, because that's not the right thing to change. It is this. It just slides away so fast. I really want it to gradually come into existence. That's the frustrating thing. What's interesting is as I'm turning these cameras off, it's just like, no, you're not off. Yeah, I have to like turn off the parent. That's very interesting. So this looks somewhat interesting, but I guess the question is like, how do we? I'm gonna put a target there as well, just for the funsies of it, because I want to see if like having 3 makes a huge difference. Target 3. Now here we run into a challenge because this target 3 is in view of that, right? So we would have to somehow make the radius small. 1. So yeah, I mean, I can kind of do that there. It's hard to tell much though. I mean, it's just not. It would have to be like something else way off screen, I think. Like that or something. I don't love that breakdown though. And so one of the ideas I had was like, if I just take the object and I'll just move it up. Oh wait, are you going to be weird like that? I have to scale it up. So now it looks like that one's more zoomed in, but it's really just a scale difference. Yeah. And then maybe if we put some kind of like, if we took this guy and maybe we put like I'm just super trying stuff right now. An image there. And then we put maybe like a raccoon. I got some raccoons somewhere, don't I? So he's there now. Where is he at? Let's not do an image. Let's do a sprite. We need to do a circle. See, what's odd to me is that, oh, it's in a canvas. It's weird. Okay, and then on the image, we can put the raccoon. It's kind of funny, actually. Bigger than I intended. So then, yeah, we could just, do something like that. If I can get the angle right. It's tricky because it's, yeah, orthographic. Yeah, I mean, like, so we do something like that. Yeah. And then I guess the other one, I don't even know what this would be. This hypothetical random security guard. I don't know. Oh, see, that's a tricky part. We really got to make it child. And now I can slide him into place. And then maybe we can put some kind of texture on it. I don't know what kind of texture this guy would need, but maybe actually, yeah, something. It's actually kind of fun having to be fully rainbowified. I had it on something else for a second that I also thought was a decent option, but now I can't seem to get back to that. Oh, it's interesting. I'll put it on here so y'all can see the actual results of what I'm doing. So I think, yes, like I could just do something like that, like solid color, which isn't bad. Rainbow might be interesting though. And then maybe putting some kind of backdrop behind him. So white doesn't look great. So maybe we can do something like that. I don't know. Should it be blue? Like, my problem with that is it blends in with the existing environment. And then that's kind of bright. What else do we got? What else do we got? That's kind of fun. I feel like it's some colors that it flashes between look better than others. But then we could do, we could then get this guy and he could just do like, he's wanting to clip through things, and I don't want him to clip through things. Yeah. Now, so here's the issue though, is like I still don't know how we're gonna like nicely turn these on. Because we have this camera target. Oh, I'm just dragging him around. Yeah, I mean that's actually kind of interesting. Like kind of like moving these guys around. It's kind of fun to watch. But if it was just, let's say we turn our regular camera back on, is that gonna? And then we would just pop those up. I mean that's kind of jarring. I'm gonna try. Yeah, like we shift that center. That's the same. That's the same. Trying to see if like I can. Oh, I know what I could do. I can move one of the targets. I think, yeah, this is the target. Okay, so I would have to move this. So those would be the same, which is a little tedious. Okay, so it needs to go up, diagonal up a little bit. So now it needs to go left a little bit. A little tricky. Probably not the best way to do it. Oh my gosh. It needs to go right a bunch? What the heck? And if I just deleted this target, what would happen? Oh, then it just totally loses it. Hmm. Can't decide if I like the thicker lines. I think I like the thicker lines. Interesting. I could change out the line renderer, but it seems like it doesn't really matter. Yeah, that's kind of cool, I guess. Yeah, that was not bad. Like we'd have to figure out what to do with those dots. I think that's what. Yeah. So it would just be. I could just see like none. Oh, none is black. That's no good. To read that none is this. Okay. Well, I found one that does kind of make it go invisible. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. It's not really in the style though. Like I feel like I'm doing it kind of blindly. But I don't know. I think I'm going to try it. It's easy to change it back. So yeah, there's just one camera here. Camera 2. Okay, so here's the visual effect, but not really making a lot of progress on this being like a timer tick down. But I think my main goal here is to like get it looking interesting and finding a way to transition it on. Because we're also thinking about using this for like cutscenes and things. So how could we turn it on gradually? Because even if that didn't shift, them just popping on isn't great. Is there a way to like... That's interesting. So we can almost do this like wipe effect. That's not bad. You can also do it from this way. I think I preferred it a little more just because like the little pegs pop up, which is kind of cool. Okay, I kind of like that. I don't know. Okay, let's just say we're at a point. Was it like negative 200? I don't know what this needs to be to get messed up. Is it positive 200? Okay, sure. So that's there. And then we would maybe let's see. And then the other one also interesting. That's a light blue. Interesting. Yep. Okay. Actually, I think I know exactly why that's like that. So if I turn that off, turn this on, this, yeah, default background color is what I need to apply to this one. It's probably set to skybox. So color. So now, if this is on, and what? That seems super on. Are these cameras set differently? Solid color. I mean, everything else is based on, weird. Yeah, for some reason these are independent, which might be something that can help us. Let's see. Maybe not. That's so weird. A second ago, it was totally working, and then now it's all unified again. Whatever. All right, fine. So I'm thinking through. Thinking through if somehow this transition state can be useful for those. And I don't. I mean, like, kind of, sort of, but not much. I wonder if I could maybe put that black effect at a certain height. So let's go back to like -200 or whatever. I have an idea. It's a bit of like derailing right now, but like I actually think that this might create something useful. Okay, so basically when the near, so I need to put something, okay, 100's too, so 150. All right. So I need to put this black plane up, or sorry, down. Yeah, okay, so we can see, now we have this nice just black noise. We don't want any logic on it though. This is purely just a visual. We should call this camera background. Okay, so now when we bring up our near, we just have this nice little and it fills in over the black. I like that. That's cool. I'm cool with starting our level that way, though I do see our little friend over there, so we should probably move him further away. Cool. Okay. At the very least, this is like, I had that one, I did this one animation where like everything spawned in. This is like a much cheaper way to kind of emulate a similar effect that I like. So I'm pretty pleased with that. Okay. So -200, sure, why not? Okay, so then it all comes in, and then I guess, do we fade it out? Maybe we bring the top in. So this could come down. That, I don't know if I like that, because it almost feels like a wave is going through the level as opposed to like a UI effect. If it goes really fast, I suppose it's fine, but I just don't really like that, as opposed to just bringing that back up. Oh, and actually that's a good discovery, that far needs to at least be 300. Okay. So this spawns in, it spawns It's out. I guess here we have to be careful not to go past 150. So show, nope. So if that happened, okay, we're on the black screen, and then this guy comes in. He turns on. See, that's the problem. You instantly have, well, a couple problems. You instantly have those lines there. If I could animate those lines for me, then this could draw those guys on. So maybe I can animate the lines though. Maybe those are a thing that are just line renders maybe. I don't know. Yeah, okay. Interesting. So they could just be off. If they were just off and we did that same effect, that might work actually. Kind of, maybe, sort of. I'm almost thinking, because if the middle, if I could make the middle be invisible, it's like, which one's the middle? Is it this one? See, it's like I want to make, one of these different, but I think that's the problem with this. So it does not want to do that. Now, if I don't give it a target, it would just keep those two. Basically, I want an invisible target, and then I could overlay. Can I pick priority maybe? Basically, I want like my other camera in the center here, right? Like, so I have this, if I turn off split screen for a second, then I'm going to bring this guy back up. Oops. Okay, so like I want that camera on, and then I want these to just only be on the side and see through it. But if I could get that camera in the same exact location, how could I get that camera in the same location? Because that's probably easiest. Because if I turn off, it doesn't really let me disable these cameras or do anything with them. Okay, there might be something here. I can do a culling mask maybe. We really don't need 4 cameras. Can I just delete that one? See, how would I want to make an extra box if I deleted that one? Let's just, okay. All right, so now that's there. That actually isn't bad. Then how do I make this camera show up in that gap? Would be the question. Okay, so priority, it just instantly takes over. Darn. Let's bring those cameras back. So it's weird that I need 2 cameras there, but I guess that's what gives it. Unless I can tell it split screen 2, maybe that's what I need to do. Oh yeah, I think I need to just get rid of this guy. Hmm. I don't think I like that though. I think I like the weird effect. Okay. So we keep 4 cameras. And then we could maybe make camera 2. Oh no, sorry, which one? This is the center one. Rendering. Yeah, maybe we mess with the rendering. Maybe it sees nothing. And then maybe the other camera that's in the same spot also sees nothing. Okay. But then that doesn't seem to let that camera see through. Oops, that was weird. Did the priority get shifted? Oh, okay. So basically they're the same. Okay, so can I change it per camera? Oops. Okay, so it's camera 1 and 2. So if I could, darn, yeah, I'm like trying to set those priorities low, and then this one could come up, but it's like all or nothing, which is frustrating. So it didn't seem to help to make them render nothing. What if I could like add an overlay camera? All right, so we have everything there. Let's see what happens if I can put the no overlay camera set. So, okay, what if you are, I forgot there's a way to make a camera overlay. Yeah, overlay. And then 1 and 2. It's kind of boring to watch it from that way. Yeah, I know you can't see the things I'm clicking, but let's see. Okay, so I'm trying to make this an overlay camera. I think I did it. I think I did it. Oh, snap. That's actually perfect. Okay, check this out. This might be exciting. Ish. Okay. We're closer. We're definitely closer to making this be a thing. Because now if I just turn off, oh no, so they're all going to be living under there. Okay, that's fine. What we would need to do, show them now like an easy way to disable the cameras that I don't want. I think we just have to kill the follow targets, which isn't very so that distance I can use. What is the material? Like what how can I change the material for this? Sorry, I'm gonna switch here so y'all can see what I'm doing more. I don't even even see any changes to anything. Yeah, I'm just gonna undo. No, yeah, I see why I left it on there for y'all, because it's, yeah, I'm staring at that screen, and here, maybe this will be best if I bring the game down. You can see kind of best of both worlds. All right. Okay, we're closer. We're closer because now this camera logic, this guy is who follows the raccoons and stuff. So now, like, I can still have the camera doing things, and while this overlay is happening, like the regular gameplay camera is still here. The tricky thing though is how do we still are kind of in that pinch of, so this is going to get rid of all of it. Yeah, so like I can use this clipping planes for just those, which is kind of cool. But like, okay, who are you guys? I should probably like rename these honestly at this point, because I keep having trouble finding. So we'll say this is raccoon face camera, and then this is center of level camera. And this one is, we have to have two center level camera. Ooh, what? Two. I will assume then this one is a security guy, because that's what it is for now. Camera. Even though we probably won't have a security guy, but for now he's just representative of like something's happening, and then the raccoon reacts, and yeah. We're getting closer. I definitely feel like we're getting closer. It's a lot of trial and error, but and then we'll call this gameplay camera. All right, so now this gameplay camera we can do lots of stuff with. We can wipe it on its own, which seems like a positive thing. So if that's black, how do I get these guys to be black as well? So that's interesting. So you see how it has that blue. What is my distance for this one? This one is 144, 500. 144, 500. Okay, so the question is like, why is that out there? I think it's just because the background is not big enough. So let's scale this up. Interesting. So even scaled up, it's not capturing it for some reason, which I actually can't. It's more like an angle issue, I think. So let me try something. Let's like rotate and drop this back here. Yeah, sorry guys. I'm going to have to totally just have them both visible for you like this. So what's odd to me is that, where is it? Security camera. So it's down there. So we would need to bring it up. Yeah, to like there. So 50, yeah. But why does it have like a different color resolution? Because that's part of that's going to be a problem if I want them to just match. Because yeah, I could have like that, and then they slide on but they would need to look the same. So I figure out what's making it look different. So let's just copy all the camera properties of that one and paste it onto here and see what happens. Nothing. Okay, interesting. Environment. Yeah, also none of the cameras seem to help. So I can put it on here, right? Well, I guess that didn't help for some reason. So this gameplay camera has all of those checked under high fidelity rendering. Oh, okay. That made a big difference. Post-processing was off. What's weird is this one has an anti-aliasing option. My other camera does not seem to. But this is pretty close. I mean, you can tell. Yeah, you can tell a difference a little bit. And what'll happen is that as I slide them on, that will happen. Which actually, it's not bad. Like I said, like I keep saying, we're getting closer. Is this the... Yeah, so this is the screen across all of them. But I still think there might be a camera difference. Or post-processing difference. Something is different. All right, let's copy this again. Copy component. Okay, I keep forgetting every time I do that. It's just like, nope. Oh, I think because that's set as an overlay, which we don't want. Where is this setting for? Oh yeah, so overlay. Yeah, we don't want that. But if I do everything else, so why aren't you rendering? You're set to base. You should be seeing everything. Yeah, I'm not actually sure why that stops stuff from rendering. Just fog of war image effects. I could see if that's it. Didn't seem to. Oh, we don't need that. Remove component. Could it be just where it's at in the scene? Like it's further away from a light, maybe? So like if I took security guy and moved him, well, I need to move his camera target. it doesn't seem to. It doesn't, as I get in the same area, it doesn't seem as dark. Okay, so somehow we have to make this darker. Or rather, figure out why it's not as dark. I should make the other one. Sure, the other one doesn't have an audio listener. No, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, do you have something weird? Wait, I guess that doesn't help if I turn it off. don't know what that relaxation iterations was. Let's make sure that I can still actually bring these guys up. Okay, cool. Him being a 3D model makes him come in kind of funky, but I think I might be able to figure something out with that. Just like squish him down into a pretty flat character. But I need to get these colors looking right. Okay, so what else do we got? The post-processing does make a big difference. Is it the wrong post-processor? Doesn't seem to be. Yeah, your default. Oh, that was interesting. So I turn off post-processing on that one. Am I still... Okay, interesting. Oh, because maybe we're double post-processing. I think that could have been it. Okay, so let's bring this guy back into view. Make sure he still looks okay now. Post-processing is nice. Okay, but that was an interesting discovery. Maybe I can get to the bottom of it without turning off the post-processing. So why would you... Then if I turn off post-processing... Yeah, so that only affects the middle strip. And then maybe I can only turn it... Maybe I can control just a couple of the cameras. Raccoon face. Let's just try him. Okay, nice. Excellent. Okay. Exciting. All right. Where's my scene? There it is. Okay. So what I can do is I can... There's no easy way. It's going to have to probably do it in 2 steps still. Like we're going to have to do all of the overlays are off. So I just can't turn it off. Yeah, I want to just remove. So basically, yeah, we would like remove the 2 targets at runtime and re-add them. So let's just kind of fake that for the moment. So you would just be set to none. And then you would be, where's the other guy? You would also be set to none. Oh, interesting. Okay, what if they're all set to none? What happens there? Or maybe rather, they should all be camera target 2. Camera target, where are you hiding? Well, that didn't work. Aren't these all camera target 2 and aren't... So it's odd to me because those should all be in the same location. Okay, what the heck is going on here? Darn it, I thought I had it. That's odd. Maybe it's something to do with the setting for... That's so weird. Yeah, they're all in the same location. Is it that they're too close together? Okay, well, let's put back the things for a minute. Okay. All right. So the idea is that when these are off, oops. So you're at 140. Let's no 150. What number do you got to be at? Okay, sure. When you're at 50, and then when you are also at 50, no. Okay, you have to be more. That's annoying. Okay, so there's a moment where everything looks blank. And then we could bring those on. I guess I wish it was a single step though. Like we were watching the map and then those things just popped or slid on rather. Hmm. Just for the sake of me wanting to get the security guy to scale in nicer, I'm going to flatten him. All right. Oh, interesting. So he looks different when he's flat. Oh, Lord. Well, see, that's weird. It's like I want that angle, but I just want him to be rendered differently. Well, maybe that'll, that's not much. Yeah, darn it. I guess it makes sense. Yeah, because now he only has the one arm. Ooh, okay, well, whatever. Trying to find an angle that kind of looks good. Okay, maybe I should do local rotation instead of global. Might make my life a lot easier. Okay. Sure. That's how he's going to look. Whatever. I don't know if that was an improvement because let's test it. The whole point was so that way when this draws on. Well, honestly, I don't think it improved it that much. So we'll go back to what looks cooler, which is that orthographic look. And then it just. That's fine. What isn't so fine is like I wish at this point it was the overlay camera. And then when these came on, it was something interesting. So basically, if it was underneath that, what if I said it was rendering nothing? So my hope was that I could just make it invisible by culling everything. Ooh, okay. Okay. What if it's set to everything? Okay, here we go. Okay, so if it's set to nothing, I could have it just... Okay, hold on. This is cool. I'm feeling like we might be at the bottom of this. Okay, so we need to give a special layer to this bottom thing. We're going to call it... call it like camera background. Okay. And then now if we click on that and we will set this to, let's make sure we're looking at the same. Yeah. Okay. Let's do camera background. And then now security guard camera will not render camera background, but this might work. Yeah. Okay, so you can see, we can see through the camera, the main camera, and then when this guy comes in, it draws on that effect. I like that. Heck yeah. Okay, so the only thing is I do kind of like the black behind the raccoon, but I can recreate that. I guess that's fine. Okay, so then let's repeat that for the raccoon. Let's have it not render the camera background. And then now when it goes out of scene, oops, I need to do something else, I guess. What did I do different on security guy? Inclusion calling off. Okay, that's not it. How are you different? Oh, solid color versus uninitialized. There we are. Heck yeah. Okay, so we're just playing the game and then... Heck yeah. That is a lot of personality. I am in love with that. Honestly, that's really cool. I don't know if the purple makes a lot of sense behind the security guard, but it's whatever. Okay, so I am very happy that we accomplished that. Now we haven't solved our actual design need, but this is going to be a useful, basically, effect that we can now slide on these interesting shapes. And now remember, these shapes can totally change. Like, let's go ahead and, right, like now, yeah, heck yeah. I love that. So I almost feel like we could mess around with like randomizing maybe where these are and where they, you know, and that'll like have them slide in different angles, which will be cool. I wonder if this angle is like too safe now. Maybe not. Maybe I don't want to lose a good thing that we got going. That's kind of cool. I just want to make sure people can tell that it's not like just normal like lines now that we have it working properly. It's weird that there's like a first, like a sequence to it. I wonder if they're at different heights or something. Yeah, like why is that? I'm assuming because this is like way higher than its backdrop. So maybe we need to like go global. Maybe I did want local. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, so what if we flattened him out and then down? I basically was trying to make it so it could wiggle, but all right, so is that at least in one hit? So it's not for some reason. Weird, 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 weird. All right, so let's take this. So it's at 2. You say was. It's a 2. Okay, and then you should be 0. Why is it a rect transform? Just a sprite render. 0. 0? No. Oh, don't want that. 90? Okay, what the heck? Is this rotated? Oh, you are rotated. Gross. Let's try to make this simpler. Okay, 90. Actually, no, those don't need to change. So for some reason, we're still getting that at a different point. So are we hitting... Figure out what makes us hit that black before we hit the raccoon. Like it gets all the way through it before we even hit the raccoon. It's like, why is it's rendering that one down there? It could be. So it could be that we're lining up to the top. Okay. So why are you at that? Okay. I think that was the problem. Okay, so this thing is kind of in the way. I think this could be just rendered off. Oh, I see. Okay, so basically, yeah, this is that's why that's still showing the black for the raccoon because it was using the wrong one. So yeah, no, let's leave you off actually, but then I'm going to take this purple idea and move it here. Go. Okay, and then I think I want it to be whatever this thing is. It's kill zone material. Okay, so now... Sweet, okay. It's not the angle I want anymore. I lost that, but I think I can get that back. So cool. So that's there. So now let's take our raccoon who's hiding somewhere. There you are. I think that angle's kind of interesting. And then we'll just move our raccoon friend more like that. And then back up to here. Oh, that's weird. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was going the wrong way. So like that, and then boom, boom. So yeah, you can see the raccoon now comes in as a single thing, which I think is a little better. Now, if I really want to, if I want to play with it where it's like slightly offset, um, I think I could move it slightly higher. And then now they're slightly offset from each other. I don't know if that looks good though. I think it makes more sense that just the image slides in. It's either the backdrop and then they pop on or something. So I'd be open to feedback on that. Okay, so that goes in. The other dude needs to go in much faster. So he's in front. So he needs to be a lot more like against the purple. Can't tell if he's, oh yeah, he's like clipping through it now. That's weird. Okay, I guess let's just take, which axis are you on? X. Okay, so let's just do 0, whatever. That makes it easy. Then you should also be 0, and then be like that. Oh, that was weird. Okay, so then now it should be closer. It's not gonna be perfect on him, but now what would it look like? Let's say hypothetically, if we took R. Is it this? I think it's a cube. I don't know if that's right. Guess it's a different axis on each one. That's annoying. And then we take this guy, move him up. Okay, so then maybe, is it going to look cooler if we hit both colors and then they pop on real fast? I think it will actually. So I'm going to have to like animate it to where it goes slow on the first one and then it jumps up really fast into position. Okay. So now let's make sure that we can get all the way in. Okay, not yet. We need to get, yeah, the raccoon's a little too close. Okay. So if we can get to negative 50, fills in the color. And then we could just jump to negative 100, I think. Oh, it needs to be more, which is a little annoying. Can I fix that? Yeah, see, that's weird. He is just a stubborn raccoon. Okay. All right, so we'll just have to do negative 110 is all the way in. Negative 50 is just color. Then I don't know what I'm hitting there. I think maybe, oh, I'm hitting the bottom of the board. So I should have to be pretty careful there. Maybe the solution is I can just slide this guy out a little further. So he's not so close to the game board. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Pretty complicated setup. I mean, like I had to tweak a lot of little subtle things. So it's going to be hard to replicate on like a new branch. But it does seem to work. Okay, so another test real quick. We're only seeing the main game, and then we get these to pop on. I get to the right value. I think it's, yeah, so we get, yeah, I like that. Take a little 1-2 punch. And I think maybe we have like a text that's like freeze, or I don't know, like something. Let's see what camera target 2. Let's try something. Let's go UI text mesh pro. Say freeze. And give it a font. Maybe not that font. Make it big. Centered. Okay. And now I think, why is that visible? Oh, because the canvas is not world space. Okay, camera target 2. Are you really there? Oh, you are really there. I want maybe a different camera target then. Camera target 2, camera target 1. Is anyone targeting camera target 2? Wait, hold on a sec. Something weird's going on. Because I thought my stack in here had that. Wait, why are you... The output properties of the cameras do not match the out. Okay, fix. Okay, thank you. I was like, please don't break anything. Okay, center of level camera is that, what is that one tracking? Nothing. Okay. But then, yeah, center level camera 2 is tracking this guy, which seems not right because he is not in the middle of the level. I see. So we're just doing that to make interesting shapes. Cool. That's fine, I guess. But I think I want to put the text somewhere. And I'm trying to decide where that should be. Okay. We are just going to try something. My goal is if I can move this high enough up, it will only render at certain times. Why you no render? So it seems to be rendering on. I need to figure out. Okay, I think I know what it is. I only have two, like the raccoon and the security guy are their own like special little camera setups. I need another one of those. Which one though? Center of level. So center of level camera. This one, oh yeah, see this one has the overlay. It really keeps giving me that error, and then I keep fixing it. Okay, so did that fix the, no, maybe if I fix this one. Yeah, I can't tell, like these look, okay, screen texture 1, screen texture 3, I see. Can I make this screen texture 1? Oh, I need to see my project files. Interesting. So I can't actually seem to find this file. So yeah, so the fact that both of these have the overlay is going to maybe cause a problem. So can I maybe just get rid of the overlay on that one? No, okay. It seems to look right. So I'm like tempted to say it's fine. It's definitely like not the way it should be set up though. There's like, it's kind of a broken way to do it. Okay. It's not a huge deal, but I mean, basically I would want the center of the level camera. It needs to go and be more like the settings of like raccoon face camera. So raccoon face camera is mixed, it does not see the background, and it does not have an overlay. And the problem is once I get rid of the overlay, that's what happens. So I kind of need them to be that. What I could do is I could find, all right, this guy's near is negative 42. Yeah, okay, so you can see the text pops in like that. So if I can get this centered, I guess let's do that first. And then slide you freeze. The only thing I don't like is that I have to now do that on two separate cameras, which is kind of annoying, but I think I can live with that. Would be overlap? No, it won't overlap those, unfortunately. Yeah, the text part is just not going as well. And then we would just have the text kind of like, that's not the text. Where's the text? Where is the text? Come on. So you know, like do something like that, like raise. I wonder, can I make it? Like ideally, I want to make it on top of the other, but it's world space. And yeah, that's so yeah, that wouldn't work. I think there's a way I could do it with an uninitialized camera. So if I set, yeah, I think there's probably like a way I could do it with culling, but I can't figure it out right now. I think I'll get rid of the concept of text for the moment, just to keep things simpler. All right, so let me make a little animator just to like prove out this visual. So let's see, we could put that on the cameras probably. All right, so we probably need to make a new script. Oh no, let's make an animator. And then let's make a new animation, or rather a new animator. I'll call this camera split animator. Okay, and then we would go to camera. Okay, so now it has that on it. Okay, so now we need to make some animations. All right, so should be pretty straightforward. First, we need to make a new animation. Why are you not? I guess you have to start with one to do it through that menu. That's interesting. Okay. What do I need to do? I need to make an animation. That's weird. There's two animation folders. That's no good. I'll just say, we'll call this slide on animations. Not a great name, but it'll do. Okay. Okay. Now let's go back to the scene. Now we should be able to say that this one starts with its near value at 0. Oh, not 0. Say 50, sure. Cool. Oh, why doesn't it like that? Oh, okay, I need to rename that. Or actually, rather, I just need to delete this one. Okay, so it starts at 50, and then at some point... Wait, why did you go to 0.3? Should be 50. And then out here, you could be negative 2... Actually, negative 100? No. We want to get it so it's... Okay, a negative 50, I think. So that's the first animation where it slides to there, kind of slowly-ish. Love it. And then second one is to say negative 110. 110's a little short, so I'll do 115. Okay. So we want that second one, I think, to be snappy. Just so I can see this a little longer. Maybe it's a little too snappy. Maybe it's just the whole thing goes too slow. I like that. Okay, so we just had to basically put it sitting longer before it started the transition. So it's like a little 1-2 punch. Just there's like a little pop there. So I guess we need to go more than negative 50. So like negative 75 maybe? Do 55? No, can't do 55. Darn, just got to live with it. There's a little corner there that doesn't pop in. Okay, cool. And then we would sit on there for some amount of time. And then basically we would just reverse it. I think the reverse actually, maybe I'll just build it in for now. It's just to like test the concept of it. This guy. I think maybe this guy can move around. Do a little shake. But I think this is probably a good spot to take a break. I think we have this animation. We can see it here. But collapse. I think it gives the idea. So capture that. I'll share with the team. We'll get some feedback on it. I think it'll be just a question of like, when do we do it? If it's slows the game down too much, those kind of things. But I think visually it's a fun effect. So anyway, thanks for watching the stream and have a good